Hi guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage on
Hello,
our YouTube
Christopher.
channel. We're now live on YouTube because Facebook is broken.
Well, for us it is anyway.
For us it is, yeah. So I hope you guys are migrating from Facebook over to YouTube to watch us here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage, where a few short days ago, last Friday, two gentlemen went home with two grand prize cars, 57 Chevy to Michael P. of the great state of Kansas and a 72 Chevelle to Andre S. of the great state of Illinois.
They're right here, Chris.
They're right here on the stage. And on the stage now is the 67 Olds 442 W30, which you have 7 days left to enter. You can get your entries at dreamgiveaway.com. Use promo code YouTube. Get those bonus tickets. Today I'm going to be lifting the hood. And it is a nice hood. You know, take a look at this. You like the louvers here on the 442?
Chris, what color black is this, by the way?
Ooh, what? So here's the thing. GM Black and 67 is GM Black, but each of the divisions, meaning Pontiac, Chevy, Cadillac, each had a different marketing name for that color. So there could be Tuxedo Black, there could be Starlight Black. I think that's the Chevy and the Pontiac. I don't remember what Oldsmobile called their black, but it's the same black. It's called, we call it GM Black, 67. Great. No, there's no hood release inside. Way before that. Oh, good steel hood.
Heavy?
And no, well, yeah, it is heavy. Yesterday we showed you the trunk. Today we're going to show you the engine bay. Take a look at that. Full restoration on a 32,000 mile factory drag racer. And there's all sorts of D-light going on in this engine compartment.
Is this normal to have both of these
No, only
coming in?
Only the W30 cars received the forced air. You've got to remember, Pontiac had ram air. So Oldsmobile needed their own marketing term for it. They called it forced air. It's different than the GTO, of course, had the hole in the hood that you could get the air through. So this actually has two inlets here in between the headlights, and then the ductwork goes back to the air cleaner to force cold air in from the front of the vehicle.
But like any the induction system, you'd have to be moving.
That's correct. If you're not moving any air through there. So that's right. Once you're moving, that air is coming on in. And what a neat setup. And we talked about it yesterday, PJ, that this is where on a regular Cutlass this year the battery would have been. But there's no place for it, so they had to relocate the battery, correct? Plus, only the W30s receive these plastic red fender liners. Super rare option.
Oh, that's plastic.
Yeah, so if you see an Oldsmobile with red fender liners, it's more than likely a W30 car. We talked about the W machines yesterday as well. So think about what you would have if you were building a factory drag racer back in the day. You wouldn't have power steering, you wouldn't have power brakes, you wouldn't have anything which would give you parasitic loss, right? You'd like all that power that the engine can make to get to the wheels, as opposed to driving accessories like power steering or air conditioning, so on and so forth. And that's exactly what we see right here. Yes, you've still got to have an alternator to charge the battery. However, no accessories on here at all.
No AC.
No.
No power steering.
Not at all.
No power windows.
No power windows, no power brakes. This has manual drum brakes and manual steering because, again, all the power needed to get to the wheels to get the best ETs. And that's what makes this car such a holy grail of the 60s era of muscle cars. Wonderful restoration on here. Call out right here. You know, Pontiac didn't do this on their intermediates, and Chevy didn't, but Oldsmobile did, where you got that Oldsmobile sticker there for the 442 and the reminder to please put premium fuel in your vehicle, right? Don't put any of that cheapo 87 stuff in there. Well, back in the day, they used, that nomenclature was different, right? When there was still lead, it used to be like a Sunoco 260. for 30 cents a gallon. Woohoo!
Oh, those are good times.
Yeah. So another interesting thing on here, it does have capacitor discharge ignition. So it does not have, you can tell that from the red coil, as well as I'd call it a transistor box, but it's called a CD box that's mounted on the inner fender well. Other really, really cool stuff on here. You can see that, and I'm guessing these are reproduction. The GM correct part number here on the upper radiator hose and the inlet hose there, and I'm sure on the lower radiator hose. And PJ, look at that strap right there. Let's see if our audience can guess what that strap is coming off that engine block. No, over on this side, PJ. You see it right here? See that strap right there? That's called a grounding strap.
Oh, this one right here.
Yep, that's the grounding strap for the engine. And speaking of the engine, look at that beautiful copper color. I love the color copper. And look at it right there, and that designated an Oldsmobile engine. I did a review earlier today on a 68 Firebird. The engine is painted blue. That's what Pontiac engines were painted. So the Olds engines, this one, a 400 cubic inch, painted that wonderful copper color.
Let's see here. Caden says, I can't wait to see who wins that Supra. That's right over there.
Oh, that's right. We're going to know that not this Thursday, next Thursday.
Right. Kenneth says, beautiful engine.
Yeah.
Larry West says, hey guys, I finally got connected back to you
Yeah,
all.
Larry, nice to see you, buddy.
We appreciate you coming back over there from Facebook land.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alan says, hey guys, appreciate
Right.
that. And then
Yep.
Joe says, Sunoco 260 was about 102 or 103 octane rating,
Good.
if memory serves.
Good, good. Thanks for refreshing my memory on that as well. 102 or 103 octane. To buy right from the Sunoco station down the street. I would say from the Walmart, but we really didn't have Walmarts back then.
102
Maybe from
and
the
103?
Woolworths.
102 and 103 octane, really?
Oh yeah.
At a
yeah.
gas station?
Oh yeah, all the time, in regular gas. It wasn't until unleaded gas came in that we started to see those octane numbers go down to 87 and 89 and 91 and 93, right? And that happened later.
Now the engines can handle it.
Meaning, can today's engines handle 102 or 103?
No, 87 and 89.
Not a high compression engine, no. You'd have to put an octane booster in it. And someone asked that, and absolutely yes. Put an octane booster when you fill up if you're the winner of this amazing Holy Grail muscle car from General Motors, muscle car days. Big old 442. Again, we talked yesterday about why can it possibly have an automatic if 4 stands for 4-speed. And I explained yesterday. There you go, PJ.
That doesn't make sense, Chris.
So since it's a 3-speed automatic, should we call it a 432?
It's just got like the badging system for Cadillac compared to the
Right, that's right.
number
Well, at least
convention.
there's a big badge on there you can read, even if it doesn't mean anything in 67, because from 65 forward you can get an automatic in a 442.
Not all of them are W30 cars, though, right?
No, not at all. W30 was a high performance option. I believe 66 was the first year of the W30. So this is the second year of it. Very few of these made. I believe in the post coupes, maybe about 150 of them were made out of all cutlasses. And they made hundreds and thousands of them, right? Tons of them. They were everywhere. 2 doors, 4 doors, wagons. And this was the cream of the crop. And what a beautiful restoration. It is, hands down, the nicest restoration on an active giveaway car in the Dream Giveaway Garage. I kid you not. And because Larry West has found us on YouTube, I'm going to shut the door for him. Right?
And there's no white shifter knob there, Chris.
No, because it's an automatic. Tight.
Wow.
Tight. Tight is right. And when it comes to the door right here, lines are great on it. What a wonderful car.
Well, I like it the black color because you can actually see my reflection. Look at that.
Yeah, the black is hard to do on a restoration, and this one is gorgeous. As there was a poverty caps on there, because again, why would you need the luxury wire wheel caps? All you're trying to do is to get down that quarter mile quick, right? They probably took those center caps off when they were doing their runs.
So Joe says
Back
the
in the
442, he thought they changed it to 400 cubic inch, 4 barrel, and dual exhaust.
That'll work.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, 400 cubic inch, that's correct. 67 the first year of that 4-barrel. First year of the 4-barrel as well. And 2 dual exhaust. And it'll only take you 1 lucky ticket to be the winner. You like the way I put that together?
4421.
4421.
Dual exhaust.
Dual exhaust, of course. And we won't fire it up today, but we will on Friday. And then there's 7 days left for you guys to enter. Get your entries at dreamgiveaway.com. Yeah, now, you know what? So there's the Cutlass emblem. To me, that doesn't need to be there on the 442 W30. But, you know, who am I? I think the 442 is enough. I don't think you need the Cutlass emblems on a 442, but that's the way that the factory did it. We talked about the post yesterday and how you've got a vertical post here to stiffen up the car. And the window still goes up and down, as you can see right there. No amenities inside except a gas pedal and a brake.
Now, not front bench seats, but not really technically the bucket seats that we see today.
No, but it is called a bucket seat.
Those are wide.
Yeah.
These are really wide.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, that's typical of GM in 1967. You do have some hang-on gauges. There are some aftermarket gauges
I saw that yesterday.
underneath. But it does also have the factory gauges. If you go back to where the clock and the tachometer are, in the
Yeah.
right pod there, PJ, it does have the factory gauges.
Oh yeah.
Factory tach. What a car. What
And
a
even
car.
like these latches here. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a seat with a latch like
Yeah.
this. You're pushing that in
Yeah,
and
and
open up the seat.
right. Throw the kids in the back. Yeah, days before car seats.
Yeah.
Hand them a cigarette, PJ. They're old enough.
Hold my beer. Now,
so
Alan
funny.
says, or the non-slip rear end.
It definitely has a non-slip. And mandatory on the W30. Had to come with it. In fact, these came with such a numerically large gear. Like I think they came with 410s or 433s from the factory. I think during the restoration that this one received 355s. But again, when it was racing, it had to have had 410s or 433s.
Speaking of racing, Kathy says, Chris, could you recall how fast the 442 would have done in the quarter mile, or in how fast Dick Haas said he did? Someone was asking earlier.
13 seconds.
13 seconds in a quarter mile?
C-stock automatic. Back in those days, that was a quick
That was
car.
fast.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope we can, you know what? I'm going to call him tomorrow before we go live. Let's see if we can get him back on another
Yeah, that would be
live
fun.
video feed before the promotion ends.
That's right, you only got 1 week.
1 week. So I'll call him in the morning. We'll see if we can get him on maybe Thursday or Friday. Maybe we'll have him join us for Fire It Up Friday.
That sounds great.
That would be really cool. Well, guys, thanks for joining us on YouTube. If they ever fix Facebook, we'll be simulcasting back over there as well. Thanks for watching today. We'll be talking about the Oldsmobile a whole lot. Tomorrow I'm going to be pulling out the binder with all the restoration photos. So that's something you should be looking forward to at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And we will see you tomorrow with more great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes like a 32,000 original mile factory drag racer 442 W30. Only happens here in our favorite